My name is Julissa Bisono. I go by pronouns she, her, ella, and I am the co-director of the organizing team at Make the Room New York, a mother of two beautiful kids, Jaylene and Damon, Afro-Latinx. I have worked with Rusia, most of my, what I call my movement work. I was working as providing services to people in the community. But as you know, you serve that person and that person goes on, but the problem continues to happen. And then as our organization at that time, which was the Latin American Integration Center, was moving to an organization that not just provide services, but also provides, does community organizing work. How do we impact people's life and change laws and create laws that are gonna impact people so that they're able to live with respect and dignity. And that's where the community organizing came in, and that's how I met Rusia. She was my teacher. She taught me everything about community organizing, because at that time we were like, okay, transitioning out of being services to being a community organizer. And Rusia has started this program, this training program on how to become a community organizer. And I was sent up to her, and Rusia taught me everything from like doing outreach to what does leadership look like, how to manage my time for the work to be sustainable. And it's been almost 20 years now since I've been working with Rusia. And like I mentioned, she was the person that taught me how to do community organizing. And I've been with her, supporting her. She has been supporting me throughout my years as a community organizer, now to actually running a whole department of over 30 organizers at Make the Room New York. So I owe it a lot to her, of why I'm still here today in the movement, because I have seen many people being burned out, not feel seen and heard, not been given opportunities. And I feel Rusia has the warrior embodied leadership programs, the programs that in general that Rusia has brought to the movement has kept me here. Because a lot of people that I know always ask me, how is it a young mother, because I had my daughter when I was 19, I had Jaylene when I was 19, and they're like, how is it that you're still going to school, working full-time as a single parent, because the immigration laws separated my family. So how are you keeping up with that? I want to thank Rusia, because Rusia was like, you need to manage your time. You need to have a plan in place that is sustainable for you, for your child, for how you want to show up and lead. And that's how I always come back to that. And it's been 20 years plus, and I'm still here doing the community organizing work, because one of the things that Rusia always taught me is to take care of myself, to have a plan in place. I always lead with that, how to lead with compassion and empathy, and how we show up. But more than importantly, something that I have learned now in the Warriors Embodied Leadership Program, which has helped me in not just like my professional career, but also in my personal life, because a lot of the things we learn here is not something that we just apply to our work, but also to our personal life, you know. It's like, how do we show up for ourselves? How do we take care of ourselves? And if we're not taking care of ourselves, we can't take care of our loved ones, our family. We cannot take care of our communities, right? And that is something that I'm like, yes, I get it. This is how I want to show up. If I can't show up for myself, I can't love myself, I don't know what my worth is. There's definitely, like, I cannot be a leader. I cannot direct, you know? So, yes, and being true to myself, authentic to myself, you know?
Why is women of color leadership vital for the movement work, for our movement work?
Women of color, we are the ones that carry everything on our shoulders. Most of us are carrying our families. We carry our families. Just like I had to carry my child when I was 9 months pregnant. And I had found out her father was gonna get deported without ever coming back to the United States. I had to carry my child by myself. Just like, that's like a perfect example of us women of color carrying a lot in our shoulders. And like I mentioned, if we're not taken care of, we can't support our loved ones, we can't support our communities. And that's why it's so important to hold us, to take care of us, because we're carrying a lot in our daily lives. As a mom, a single mom of two, and how we show up is important. Because we're the caretakers, unfortunately. We have to take care of everyone. But who's taking care of us? Who's taking care of us? That's why having these programs like the Warrior Embody for leadership, for liberation, leadership, is what I see therapeutic. What I see is my self-care. It's what I do to take care of me. Because I know I'm holding a lot. And I need love. And I need to be taken care of too. I owe this. Like, this is what helped me get through. And I'm thriving today a lot because I'm so thankful that I was in this space when that happened to me. Because I don't know where would I have been at if I didn't have the well community support.
Is there anything you want to say to other women of color? Any advice you would give to them if they were thinking of how to become a part of the movement? What should they do? What should they look for besides self-care? Like, what in particular do you think they should be looking for and trying to do to empower themselves?
Women of color, we should not be silent. We should learn to also, it's okay to lean on other people. It's okay to speak up. Know your worth. Know your worth. Not just like in your personal life, but also like work-wise. Don't silence yourself. Take up space. Take up space everywhere. Wherever you can, you should take up space. Trust yourself. Trust your gut. There's things that we know that it could never be learned in a textbook, because we carry the wisdom. We carry the experience. And to lean on yourself, like literally lean on yourself and trust your gut. Don't be silent. Don't be silent no more. Don't hide. We know it. And even if we don't know it, it's okay. You don't need to have the answers. It doesn't have to be perfect either. It's okay. I know that being with Lucia half of my life, she's been with me since me becoming a mom to now me being a mom of 2 kids, directing a whole department. And I have Lucia's fingerprints all over my career, you know. And more recently, graduating from the Warrior and Body Liberation Program. Well, I remember when I first started that program about 5 years ago, where I had just gotten promoted to co-associate director of organizing. And I have reached out to Lucia once again, being like, I just got promoted, and I need some coaching, and I want to figure out how the best version of me will show up for my team, you know? And Lucia was like, I could give you something even more better than coaching. Why don't you join us for the WELL program? It's this program, and it's gonna, at the end of it, you'll become a certified coaching. You're gonna learn about systematic change and some other stuff. But this program didn't just like, I was like, what is this? Oh my God, Lucia, you always coming with stuff that is like too much. But I am so grateful today, because I am such a better version of me because of this program. It has been so transformative. It's been the most transformative program I have ever taken. I hear from my loved ones, my family, my colleagues, and everyone has shared with me how much this program has changed for me and the impact that it has had on me as a mom, as a colleague, as a partner, as a sibling, as a daughter. Like, all these like roles in my life have changed, and I feel like I'm just like a better person of me. And I heard that from not just like from many folks that have, been in part of my life, from the practices, from like meditating every morning. I don't leave my house without meditating. Like, every day I meditate, even if I end up being like, I wake up usually and I meditate, I do my journaling, I do my other prayers, my practices, my Joe, but that's become part of my life now. Like, it's what I need to get through my day, my mantra. So I'm more, I know what I want. I know what I want, and I don't hesitate. I speak up. I take up space. I'm very confident. Like, I know when I know it's like, it's me, it's my junk, versus like, I know when it's someone else's. And like, also being in a space where I'm joyful. Like, no matter what, even if I'm having like a very hard day or a heavy day, I'm still feeling, I feel my soul, my spirit it feels good. It feels good. I feel very present, and now I'm able to speak up and be like, that's not okay. I take up space. I also trust myself more and trust my intuition, and I am very more present and self-aware. I was just breathing, but I wasn't living. I'm living now.